Yes, I just come back from swimming today, the swimming and the sauna, and I really enjoyed it. You know, when I was in the swimming, guys, I was just thinking, I was just remembering that I wasn't always comfortable going swimming, going in public places, and it made me happy today. It made me happy to realise how far I've come in regards to being able to go on my own, go to the gym, go swimming, feel confident and comfortable swimming and just feel comfortable in my own skin, walking around and going in the sauna. And I wanted to make a video about this today, and we're going to talk about how to overcome social embarrassment. Because for many years it haunted me. I was embarrassed. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin, in my own body. Going to swimming bars, and the reason this bothered me, because as a kid I loved swimming. And I remember, I can't remember the exact time, but something happened when I was younger at school, when the school used to take us out and we used to go swimming, in a group. And I think something must have happened. I must have got laughed at. I think I got laughed at or something, like I couldn't swim properly. Something happened to me, and it left some, some negative thoughts. It made me, gave me anxiety in that area. So many years later on, I just didn't go swimming. I avoided it. And it bothered me because when I used to go like to the beach with my mum and dad or a family, friends, I'd always love going down to the beach, going to the coast, and I'd want to go and swim. And I remember, my mum telling me, go for a swim, obviously get changed. And I didn't want to take my shirt off. And I think a lot of my insecurities when I was younger was I was actually very skinny when I was younger, and I was embarrassed about how skinny I was, and people would make fun of it when you're a kid. So these things kind of stuck in my mind. Obviously, as an adult, you change. Obviously, I put on weight, I got bigger as I got older, but the phobia, the embarrassment was still there. And although I'd overcome a lot of fears in other areas, that was something that I left. So when I come out of hospital in 2017, I remember thinking, right, I'm overcoming this. Like, this is something I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell anyone about this. This is a personal demon that I have to slay. I've got to overcome this. And I was really excited to do it. And that's the tip I want to give you today. For many years, I would beat myself up about fears that I had in situations where I'd feel embarrassed and uncomfortable and awkward. And that just made it worse. But when I changed my mindset, maybe it happened by accident, when I got excited about the idea of, actually, I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to keep going swimming until this uncomfortable feeling goes away, until I can feel confident and enjoy it and just relax, not be paranoid that people are staring at me and judging me and thinking bad things about me. So from 2017, that's what I did. I went swimming for about a year, maybe 2 years. And obviously the COVID lockdown came in 2019 and they closed the pools. But by that time, I'd overcome it. So I'm not saying that it will take you 2 years, but it probably took me a couple of weeks to get over it. I remember the first time I went on my own, it did feel awkward. And the next few times, but eventually, like all the fears I've faced, when I was reflecting on today, I was just sitting in relaxing, thinking, God, look how far I've come. How far can people come? Obviously, if I can do it, anybody else can do it. And then I was like, well, of course, I've helped my clients over the years make those changes in so many areas. But this is just specifically something that I wanted to talk about today, because I know it will help a lot of people. Because I know when I was going through what I was going through, if there was someone like me on YouTube that was sharing their insecurities and how they overcome it, I would have loved it. Like, I would have really appreciated it. It probably would have made me feel better about feeling so uncomfortable and embarrassed. And like I said, if some of you are wondering what was I embarrassed about, like I said, it was my body, how I looked, the fact that I wasn't comfortable. So I was embarrassed at the fact that I weren't comfortable in a swimming pool, in a public place where people would be swimming. I would feel like everybody's normal, everyone's comfortable, and something's wrong with me. I'm nervous, I'm anxious. Of course, when I look back, we make things a bigger deal. I made it a bigger deal than it was, but that's the case with everyone with fears and phobias. But looking back now, that was a solution. Get excited about your fear. Don't be ashamed of it, or accept that you're ashamed of it and go and take it on and keep showing up. Keep facing it. Keep doing it. Just do it. Keep doing it, going through that uncomfortable feeling, and eventually you just get comfortable. And now I don't even think about that no more. I don't think, oh, how am I looking? I feel good in my body. and I can swim better. I just can walk around, just feel normal like everyone else. A great feeling, and I had that today. I really appreciated it. And I'd encourage a lot of you to sometimes take some time out and reflect, because sometimes we forget what we've done in our life. We spend time on negative things and worrying and stressing out and judging ourselves, but we don't actually take note and look at what we've done and how far that we've come. And that motivates you to go and do other things. So I wanted to make a video today. This is my coaching style. Most of my coaching style is just being honest about how I overcame my insecurities, my anxieties in specific areas. And then obviously I turn those experiences and I get the tools from them. I think, well, how did I do it? Well, this is what I did. You know, what were the steps? These are the steps. And then I just reteach it to other people. So like I said, the main teaching, if you want to accomplish what I done, was this is the best thing I did. I got excited about facing my fear instead of getting depressed about my fear. Most people get depressed when they think about their phobias and fears. They get more down when they think about facing them because they think, oh, it's going to remind me of how bad I feel. But that's not the case if you change your attitude towards it. And if you keep showing up and facing it, you feel good about who you are. And now I'm like, I can't really relate to the old me, if that makes sense, because I don't think like that anymore, and I have the confidence. But obviously, to get the confidence, I couldn't just sit at home and read books and do affirmations. I had to go to a swimming place, to gyms. I personally did it in several gyms. I went to different places, some more expensive, luxurious places, and then really, you know, just normal places. They're usually places I actually prefer anyway, that are just cheaper, more, you know, whatever you call it. They're more easygoing, more affordable. So, and then you realise that it's all in your own head, that no one cares about you. Everyone's thinking about themselves. Like no one really knew what I was thinking. They didn't know unless I would tell them, unless people were mind readers. And maybe there's a few people out, most people, they're not even thinking, oh, he's awkward, oh, he's here, he's feeling this. They don't care. They're just going about enjoying their life or dealing with their own stresses. But the fact of the matter is, at a certain point, I cared so much about what people would think about me in that situation. And now I don't. Now I love it. I enjoy it. That's why I do it regularly. And by the way, swimming is great for mental health, and it's good to relax. It's just it's a nice thing to do. So I hope a lot of you got a lot out of that. And as always, if you need to speak to me more and you need some coaching, especially with online coaching, I do in-person coaching for anxiety, fear, getting past this. Email me. My email address is in the box below. It's always in below the videos. Send me an email and then we can go from there. Usually, if you're interested and I think I can work with you and you've got good attitude, I'll speak to you on a Zoom call and I can get to know you more. And then obviously, if we're going to work together, that's going to happen. But yeah, take those tips. So the two tips were, the first one was that, like I said to you, I got excited about overcoming my phobia of swimming pools and public places. And the second one was I was relentless with the action. I just kept going. I went regularly. I'm going to be honest. I didn't go once a week. I probably went 2 to 3 times a week because I just wanted to get over not feeling comfortable. And then eventually, a few weeks of doing it, I got more used to it, and then I got more confident with swimming, and I could feel confident in my body, walk around, have a shower, swim, you know, and just be with everyone else and be normal. All right. So that's how you do it. Fearless.